4 great cheap things that you can get that will increase your performance in music making. Yes, it will. Trust me. And I'll show you those 4 things right here. Hey, this is Brian from Logic Pro Hacks. How's it going? Well, today I decided to just kind of do something out of the ordinary that I normally do with music. It still is music, but it's kind of more on the hardware side. I took a little trip to the store out here called MicroCenter. And it's kind of like your computer parts store. It's really cool. They offer a lot of hard to find parts. That's what I like about the place. So the 4 things that I have here is you can pick them up pretty cheap. The total cost here was about $66, and that's with tax. Now the first thing on the list I'm going to talk about is this thing called an EZSwap Evo Drive Bay. What it's designed for is to hold 2 laptop drives or 2 SSDs. You can put them in a drive bay and they pop out really nice. You don't need any hardware to attach. And I'll show you how it works. See right here, I have a computer that I'm using right there and I have it installed, and you just basically flip that and it comes right out like so. It's pretty cool. And I have 2 128 SSDs in there, and sometimes I might do a RAID 0 or something like that where you can get like twice the speed but twice the failure rate, you know, something like that. That's what I like to do with this thing. And we'll open up this thing here and we'll just kind of show you what it looks like. Take it out of the box here, brand new. Seriously, you're calling right now? Seriously? So we take this out and it comes in a nice little package, and the cool thing I like about it is it comes with the paddings. Put it right onto the hard drive so I don't have to worry about shorting out the drives or something like that. So that's kind of nice. But look at this thing. This is really nice, and it's got a spring in it and it really smooth. And I just love these things. And here, I take a better look at it. You go, pop it right out, drive slides right in. It's just perfect. This is probably one of my favorite things. And you pick this up for about $35 at MicroCenter. I've seen them on Amazon. They are more expensive on Amazon. They sometimes run about almost 50, but sometimes they'll go on sale on Amazon too for about 35, maybe a little bit more, maybe around 40. But this thing is just awesome. And again, it's called an EZSwap Evo. And it comes in a little box. It looks like this. Honestly, I have no idea who it's made by. I should give them credit. Vantec is the manufacturer. Never heard of them, but they're making a good product here. I mean, this thing is solid, it's shiny, it's cool, and it works really nice. I got 2 drives in there, and basically gave me support for, you know, 4 drives. So I made myself a nice little music box here for extra storage for samples. That's what I'm using that for. And it pops right out. I could take this, I could pull this out, and I go swap this out to another drive and transfer samples if I want to do it that way. Or I can just go over to my friend's house and say, hey, let's drink a bunch of beers, and I got a bunch of cool new samples. Let's go ahead and mix something. That's what this is for. Just put that in there, shut that up, pops in, ready to go. Now keep in mind, this is not hot swap. This is something you do have to shut your PC down unless you're running some kind of hard drive that has the ability to do hot swap, or a RAID card that has the ability to do hot swap. This basically just has regular SATA connections on the back, and that's all it is. It's just basically a double stack of SATA. That sounds pretty cool, a double stack of SATA. SATA double stack. There you go. The next item on our list, and oh yeah, it comes with a key too. That's kind of neat, and a SATA key. So if you wanted to lock it and be all anal, you can do that. Next thing on our list, let's talk about this guy right here. Picked it up for about $3, maybe $3.50. You're asking, well, what the heck is it? They're brackets. That's all they are. But they are cool brackets. Yes, they're not normal brackets. They are cool brackets. Now, no, reason why I say that is a lot of times I'll have an old hard drive or something like an old laptop drive or something like that, and I want to fit it in like the top rack or something like that. Well, this is what that will do. It'll allow me to fit in a SSD drive in the bigger drive bays. What I'll do is basically put that in the side there, and I could take that guy and put it up there. So like for example, I could take this guy, hook it on the side, mount it, and it'll fit into the bigger drives. That's what these things are for, and I love them. They're cheap and they work great. They got all kinds of holes in them, so you can pretty much use them for anything, really. Seriously. All right, next thing on the list. Got that done. Put that over there. All right. This bad boy right here. Basically, what this will do is this will take those little small, tiny SSD drives. They're called mSATA drives. They kind of look like this. They look like an old wireless chipset drive that you find in your laptop. Usually they go in laptops. I had one, I bought one, and I'm like, well, you know what? Let me see if I could fit a couple more in and make a really cool, use it as kind of like a caching drive is what I'm doing with this right here. And so what this will do is, I get this computer right here, it doesn't have a spot for that, but it does have SATA. So what this will do is I'll put this guy right in here. It goes like that. And it'll give me SATA support for my little mSATA. SATA support for mSATA. Yeah, that's right. All right, so we go ahead and just open this guy up. Look, and this thing was $15. And get that out. Yeah, whatever. And this is what it looks like. Basically, it's a card. And the cool thing about MicroCenter is their price is pretty good. Like, I've seen these things go for $50, but I think they're coming down in price. And it's made by IOCrest. Brand, never even heard of them. IOCrest. So there you go. 15 bucks. This is a great thing for another way to find and storage samples. I like to use this on like a smaller computer or something like that. You know, just another way to add more storage. Again, it's also another thing that you could do and put it in an old sampler, kind of like, excuse me, this guy right here. Ta-da! The famous, the E6400 Ultra. Put that guy in there, got eSATA, and then, what do they got right there? That is an eSATA 2, what is that? Do we even use that anymore? It's IDE. What the heck is IDE? Well, anyways, IDE to SATA, SATA to mSATA. Oh my gosh, will that work? Well, we'll find out. Please subscribe and hit that bell, because when you hit that bell, you will know that this will work. Moving on, and finally to the last item on the list, and I think I'm gonna give this one 5 stars. This was $11.99, and this is a 64 gigabyte, not megabyte, gigabyte micro SD card. Now you're like, well, that's what big deal? Well, the cool thing is I have an older Android phone, and a lot of times I want to go out and I just want to collect samples. I want to record sounds in the wild, the other day, where the school band, they had this big ass drum. I was like, oh my gosh, I would give anything to sample that drum. And just go up there and just hit it a couple times, pull up my little Android phone that has a 64 gigabyte little micro SD in there, run a little nice little app, record the samples, and then, all right, I go to a hotel lobby. I'm at the lobby, and there's this beautiful Steinway that hasn't been played in ages. It's slightly out of tune, but I'm gonna play it anyways. More than that, I'm gonna wait till everybody's gone in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna play each note, and I'm gonna sample it. I'm gonna hack the samples from that piano in the middle of the lobby in a hotel in the middle of the night. This is why I give this thing 5 stars. Anyways, that is my 4 awesome items for under $66 that you can get at pretty much Amazon, MicroCenter, and these are great items that will help you make music. All right, guys, remember, hit the bell and hit subscribe and maybe thumbs up. Remember, my friends, be groovy.